Hey everyone, welcome back to The Explainer. I am so thrilled to have you here with us today. If you're a focused learner gearing up for your real estate licensing exam, you are in exactly the right place. Today, our goal is to completely master the concept of real estate liens. We're going to strip away the confusion, focus purely on the facts, and get you feeling completely confident about this topic for your upcoming exam.
Now, really quickly before we jump in, here's our standard disclaimer. Please note that this explainer is for educational exam prep support only. We do not guarantee specific exam questions, passing results, or licensing outcomes. Licensing rules, terminology, and exam emphasis can absolutely vary by state, so always check your state's official licensing requirements and approved study materials to be certain.
Okay, let's dive right into our roadmap for today. First up, the introduction. Second, what is a lien? Third, voluntary versus involuntary liens. Fourth, avoiding common exam mistakes. Fifth, let's practice with a sample question. And finally, final thoughts and review.
Section 2. What is a lien? The core concept. So a lien is essentially just a financial claim against a piece of property for money owed. That's literally it. It's usually used to secure the payment of a debt or some other obligation. You can kind of think of it like a financial string attached to the property. If the property owner owes money, the person or entity they owe that money to can place this claim, this lien, on the property to make absolutely sure they eventually get paid.
You're going to want to burn this concept right into your memory. This is our main memory trick for the day, and honestly, it's the anchor for this whole explainer. Whenever you see the word lien on your exam, I want you to immediately think money claim. Seriously, say it out loud right now if you have to. Lien equals money claim. If you remember that a lien is always fundamentally about a financial claim against a property, you're going to breeze right through these exam questions.
Moving on to Section 3, voluntary versus involuntary liens, categorizing the claims.
There is a pretty stark contrast in intention here. A voluntary lien is exactly what it sounds like. It's created by the owner's own action and choice. They actively agreed to the whole shebang. But an involuntary lien, that's created without the owner's voluntary agreement. It's usually forced onto the property by law or circumstance, generally because of an unpaid obligation.
Let's look at some real-world examples to really cement this. A mortgage lien is basically the perfect example of a voluntary lien. You take out a mortgage to buy a house, you're voluntarily agreeing the lender has a mortgage lien against the property. But what about a property tax lien? Well, if property taxes go unpaid, the government steps right in and slaps a tax lien on the property. The owner definitely didn't volunteer for that, right? So involuntary. Same deal for a mechanic's lien for unpaid construction work, a judgment lien from a court order, or an HOA assessment lien for unpaid homeowner association dues. All of these represent money owed that's securely anchored to the property itself.
Okay, Section 4, avoiding common exam mistakes, the money versus usage trap.
Listen, test writers absolutely love to try and trip you up by mixing up these two specific concepts, liens and easements. Like we just established, a lien is a money claim. It's all about a debt. An easement, on the other hand, is a use right. It's about having the right to physically use another person's land, like sharing a driveway or having a pathway down to the beach. They are totally different things. A lien is about finances, while an easement is about usage. Do not let the exam trick you into swapping those definitions.
Section 5, let's practice. Sample question, testing your knowledge.
All right, which statement best describes a lien? Is it A, a right to use another person's land, B, a financial claim against property, C, a movable item, or D, a type of lease? I'm going to take a brief pause here, mentally apply that memory trick we just learned, and lock in your answer.
And there it is. The correct answer is B, a financial claim against property. If you picked B, awesome job. You successfully dodged the trap in option A, which, as we just learned, actually describes an easement, not a lien.
So answer B is the winner because a lien is specifically a financial tool. It's commonly used to secure the payment of a debt or obligation. It represents that financial string attached to the property we were talking about earlier, which is exactly why it can heavily affect the title. It's absolutely not a lease, it's not a movable item, and it's definitely not a physical right of use. It is strictly about the money owed.
Section 6. Final thoughts and review. Why liens matter in the real world.
You know, a lien isn't just some abstract vocab word you memorize just to pass a test. It's a very real encumbrance that affects a property's title. Depending on the situation, a lien almost always needs to be paid off or completely resolved before or during a property sale. You generally just can't cleanly transfer ownership of a piece of real estate if there are lingering unresolved financial claims attached to it.
So, I want to leave you with this final, kind of provocative thought. If you were buying a house tomorrow, what involuntary liens would be hiding on its title? Unpaid taxes? A secret mechanics lien from some past renovation? This is exactly why title searches are such an essential part of every single real estate transaction, to uncover these hidden financial claims before it's too late. I really hope this sparked your curiosity about the title process, because that is a fantastic next step in your real estate education. Keep studying hard, trust your memory tricks, and I'll see you in the next explainer.